Right then, another Deathmatch XXL version. Stepping in the ring once again. Thought we'd go back to, well, as we first tried out, the big fella himself. The biggest model I've got. I think the Odakura is slightly larger, but this is covered in one of my hairs. Trying to get it off. There we go. This is Sho-Riu, the Dragon King, from Fortress. So we'll put him in one corner. Over there. And then I thought we would try one of the other ones. I mean, we've gone through them all, I think, at this point. But yeah, we'll go through one of the ones who have not yet squared up against it. This one, the ancient one, Mr. Tentacles. Lots of tentacles in this game. But yeah, this fella, that one. Okay, so we've seen both of these before, so shouldn't be too much surprise. So, the ancient one first, I guess. There you go. There's the ancient ones. Big ass enemy card. Things the ancient one does, it's got an ancient doom we need to pull in a moment. It then does an arc hit when it hits, not that it's going to matter too much because Sho-Riu doesn't really summon anything else. And then it's got this random effect at the end of the turn, which could potentially be spawning more monsters, could be doing all kinds of mad stuff. It's got a combat of 5, damage repel dice, defensive 3, 85 health. Endurance 4, so I can't take more than 4. Sho-Riu, the Dragon King. There we go. Sho-Riu, the Dragon King, like that. Has endurance of 5, so it can in theory take a bit more damage each turn, but given the damage dice is peril and its defense is 3, it shouldn't really be taking more than 3 hits per most from the ancient one. The flip side, of course, is that it's got a defensive 3. It's got a damage of 4 versus the ancient one defensive 3, so it's not going to be doing too much back. It does have 12 combat though, so it's got a lot more hits from the dragon. It's also got 85 hits, so they've got the same sort of health buffer. Sho-Riu, however, has the dragon magic stuff, which it does in addition to all of this, so it may be kicking out more damage per turn than the ancient one if you factor that in. So, okay, right, so call on which is going to win. I think this was actually closer than the Burrow. The poor old Burrow got smacked around by the Dragon King. I am still going to go with the Dragon King. I'm going to go with Sho-Riu, the Dragon King on this one. Because I just think it's going to wear the ancient one down. Of course, it may completely flip. If the ancient one gets out a threat card from its Master of Reality special ability at the end of turn, and like a load of troublesome enemies for Sho-Riu pop up, maybe it's the ancient one. But bearing that, I think it is more likely it's going to be the dragon. So let's start. First thing we have to do is an ancient doom from the ancient one. Let's have a look at which ancient doom we're going to get. Let's go with this one. Okay, I think this is one we already had because it's the same as last time. Well, I suppose it was 1 in 5 it was going to happen. So, dreaded return. There is a reason all living things fear the darkness beyond time and space. The darkness is older than time, the void that all things emerge from and to which all things must return. As old as time itself, the ancient one has +3 health for each growing dread card in the stack or discard pile, which is nothing at the moment, but he does have an ability that might put some more in. So, okay, so that was that. So then again, the first turn, the Sho-Riu's initiative is 2 peril dice. 8, so Sho-Riu goes first. I'm just quickly reading through. At the start of its activation, Dragon Magic. There you go, there's your Dragon Magic. Sho-Riu's Dragon Magic this turn is Elemental Attack. The caster immediately makes a free attack using its Elemental Attack. And then this Sho-Riu says, because we're using the Dragon King version, we're using the Elemental Attack, draw a random Elemental Dragon trait and use that instead. So here we go. Elemental Dragon traits. What flavour of dragon is Sho-Riu being right now? It is being a Earth Dragon. So it has Acid Breath. Select a random area within 4 spaces to target using the flame template. There isn't one within 4 spaces, so I guess it does not target according to the strict wording of that. Okay. So, okay, other than that, I think we just go straight to Sho-Riu's movement, who's got enough, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, enough to close down on the Ancient One. There we go, straight in front of it, those 3 like that, they're in melee range, they're going to start fighting. Sho-Riu, 12 dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 dice. Hitting on 5 or more, 6 or more does an extra damage because it's 1 less defense. Okay. Oh, I also need to do the Weeping Serpent body after this as well. Oh no, no it doesn't. No, because it doesn't touch the actual tile. Any hero on a map tile. Yes, on a map tile. Yes, it is on the map tile. So I need to do that in a moment. Anyway, yeah, 12 dice attack. So hitting on 5 or more. 6s do 1 extra. So that's 1, 2, 3 6s, 2 5s. So 2 damage each for those. 6, 1 damage each for those. Makes 8. 8 damage onto the Ancient One. I don't believe it has anything that matters. No. There we go. So 8 damage on the Ancient One. That's it. That is it for Sho-Riu. I think so. Oh no, so we're doing the Serpent body, wasn't we? So the Ancient One has to make a agility roll, also 1 hit that does 6 damage, wasn't it? 6 was the initiative. So the Ancient One is fine. So we move on to the Ancient One on initiative 4. So 5 attacks that do peril dice damage, hitting on 3 or more. Only 1 hit, which does 4 damage, so it does do a point of damage to Sho-Riu around his defense. And then there is a Master of Reality, 2d6, that is an 8. Each hero takes d6 wounds or sanity, any mix, ignoring defense or willpower, so that is d6 damage straight to Sho-Riu, ignoring defense. Just 1. Not very fortunate there for the Ancient One. So that was turn 1. I don't think there's anything else. Turn 2. Start with Sho-Riu. Sho-Riu's initiative is 10 this time. Dragon Magic. Go with this one, which is Iron Scales. Until the start of the caster's next activation, it gains armor 5. Okay. Technically, it's on that tile. It moves on that tile. So an agility 5 or more from the Ancient One to avoid taking 10 damage. Fails. Takes a hit for 10 damage. Subtracts the defense to go to 7, but it has endurance 4, so it only takes 4 from that. Okay, there we go. Then Sho-Riu attacks. It's 12 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Hitting on 5 or more. 6 is doing an extra point of damage. 1, 6, 1, 2, 5. Yep, that's it. So 2, 3, 4. Not quite so spectacular this time. That's Sho-Riu done. Okay. Then the Ancient One hits back, 5 dice, attack, hitting on 3 or more. Getting a bit better, 2 dice attack, doing 2, 4, so that's 2 armor rolls. 1 is prevented, so 1 damage to Sho-Riu. End of turn, Master of Reality. 7. The Ancient One shifts before your eyes, gaining +1 initiative until the end of the fight. So it's now initiative 5. Next turn, Sho-Riu. What initiative are you? You are 9 initiative. Dale's goes away. Death Touch. 1 random hero in free space is cast. If immediately takes 1 hit, there's damage equal to 4 times their hero level, or is level 1. So I guess they just take a damage. There you go, the Ancient One takes a damage. Yeah, that was that done. Okay, what was that? That was Dragon Magic. We've then got this Sweeping Serpent Body, so does the Ancient One dodge that? Doesn't, so it takes a 9 strength hit, which is 4 because of the endurance once again. There we go. And then 12 dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. 5 or more, 6 are doing 1 extra, so 1, 2, there we go, there's all there. Okay, that's quite a big hit actually, that is. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 to the Ancient One. Up to 31. That's it, Sho-Riu turns end. Ancient One. So 5 dice attack. That is 3 hits. 3 peril dice. 1, 2, and 3 there. So that is 5. Meanwhile, it gets the end of turn. It is the Master of Reality, apparently. 12. Huh. Well. That's interesting. A dimensional sunder. A crack splits in the fabric of time, changing things. 1 random hero is permanently affected. Choose one of the following. Swap to one of your hero class other starting upgrades. So you basically flip when they go. Spontaneously or D3 mutations, or swap genders. Let's have a Dragon Queen, I think, on that. So Sho-Riu is now the Dragon Queen. But other than that, end of turn. Start the next turn. Sho-Riu's initiative is 10 again this turn. Sho-Riu's Dragon Magic. Whipping Winds. Every hero on the same tile and adjacent map tiles as the caster is -1 agility and -1 initiative until the start of the caster's next activation. I'm not sure that matters too much. Well, I suppose it means agility is 0. So that will just be a strength 10 hit, which is 4 damage. Once again to the Ancient One. And then the 12 dice attack. No. So that is 1, 2 6s, 3 others, so that's 4 plus 3, so that's 7. 7 wounds from Sho-Riu's attack. Okay. And that's Sho-Riu done for this time. Ancient One. So 5 dice attack. Okay, that's 4. So 4 hits. So 4 peril dice. I've only got 3. Roll. Those 2 do nothing. So that is 1, 2. That's 4. 4 more damage to Sho-Riu. And then we've got this reality, Master of Reality. What have we got this time? 3. Temporal shift. Time ebbs at a different rate around the ancient realm. Roll 2d6 to determine how many months flash by an instant relative to the outside world. 11. Nearly a year. Next time heroes travel to the town, each hero adds an extra travel hazard. Well, this battle rages on for nearly a year. Start the next turn. Sho-Riu is on initiative 8. Dragon Magic. Is Elemental Attack. Which dragon is Sho-Riu today? Sho-Riu is, or indeed this month, is a Void Dragon. 1 random hero in 6 spaces. Okay, that's the ancient one. It's struck by the lightning, taking d6 wounds, ignoring defense. So 5 wounds, ignoring defense, which becomes 4 because of the endurance. Blah blah blah. Yeah, done. So that was that. And then 12 dice attack. Again, hitting on 5 or more. 6 is doing 2 damage. So 1, 2, that's it. 4 damage. Okay. Ancient One's turn. 5 dice attack. Every single one of those will hit. And therefore that is 5 peril dice. Nothing from those 2, which will roll again. That's 5. There we go. So 1, 2, plus another 2 is 4. And then Master of Reality is free again. Time ebbs. Temporal shift. 3 months. So 14 months for this fight, apparently. Back round to the top of turn. Sho-Riu's initiative is 8. Dragon Magic. Is Whipping Winds again. So 8 hit to the Ancient One, which was reduced to 4. Only reduced to 4. Like that. From the Serpent Body, then the 12 dice attack. One and then 2 there, so 4 more hits. Ancient One's attack, 5 dice, and 5 hits again, so 5 peril dice. That does nothing, so that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he's getting back in it, but I think it's all a bit too late because we're currently, what, 58 out of 85 versus 28? Yeah, it's definitely going the Sho-Riu's way. Anyway, there is another reality, Master of Reality roll. 5. Consume. Each hero must discard a side bag token on roll of d6 roll 1, 2, or 3. Nah, Sho-Riu doesn't have any tokens, doesn't even get rid of them. Right. There we go. So, where are we up to? Yes, new round. Sho-Riu. Sho-Riu's initiative is 9. Dragon Magic. Dragon Magic this time is Whipping wins again, so agility is 0 for the Ancient One. He'll just take the 9 strength hit, which of course is 4 damage due to endurance. Then 12 dice attack. So 1, 2, normal, 2 6s. So that's 6 more damage. And we're on 68. And that's it. Then it's the Ancient One's attack. 5 hits again, so 5 peril dice. Those two do nothing, which I re-rolled. Okay, so that's just 3 damage this time. And then a Master of Reality. 7. Void form. The Ancient One chests before your eyes, getting +1 initiative at the end of the fight. So up to 6, potentially equaling Sho-Riu if there isn't a whipping wins. So next turn, Sho-Riu, what's your initiative? 9. Okay. Dragon Magic. Dragon Magic says, Terror from the sky. Every hero currently adjacent to the caster immediately takes 1 hit with damage equal to the caster's initiative. So that's basically going to be 1 strength 9 hit. So 6, which is down to 4. Like that. You've then got the Serpent Body. Does the Ancient One dodge it? Does not. So it takes 9, which is another 4. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 60, 70, 76. We've then got 12 attacks. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that curtains for the Ancient One? Might be. Let's make 13. So 1, 2 of those, 3 of those. So what's that? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 89. Curtains for the Ancient One. Again, didn't even get Sho-Riu to half hits to trigger its half hit ability. I don't know, felt like a better showing than the Burrower, but not by much. So yeah, sorry, you go back to the void. You are dismissed, and once again, the big boy Sho-Riu, the Dragon King, wins this death match. So far, the first one to get 2 wins. We'll have to see how we do in the rest of the tournament.